We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Kudash, double honors to the prophets, the apostles that rule well, salutation to the brothers in the four corners of earth, pushing the truth in sincerity. And what insincerity? All right. A brother in the group chat, man, run this topic, into my penal gland about what Uganda anti-LGBTQ acts provides, right? And of course, you see right here, they got a lot of flaming fairies out there in Uganda protesting against the law that been passed by Uganda president, man. Right? You see, you see what they got to say right here. Being gay is not the crime. Homophobia is the true crime. All right, President Museveni do not sign the anti-homosexuality bill. Uganda killed the bill, not the gay equality. First of all, it is a crime. It's a crime in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai eyes. If it's a crime in his eyes, it's a crime in ours. Right? This is a wicked and heinous act. This is an abomination. The word abomination means a filthy act. Right? It was a design to be what Yahweh created with two men supposed to be together or two women supposed to be together, man. It was not uh that was not Yahweh agenda. That wasn't his purpose. The scripture said, be fruitful and multiply, right? Be fruitful and multiply, right? So we're going to go over this real quick. We're not going to go through the whole article. This is really more of an update of what's going over there in Uganda concerning the anti-LGBTQ law, right? A key provision in the legislation, all right? All right, so let's read a little bit of this. Johannesburg, May 29th, Uganda, new anti-LGBTQ law is among the world's harshest stipulated capital punishment for serial offenders. And I wish they would pass that law in America, but you know how America is, man. They for it. They for it. And I'm sure Joe Biden's going to intervene, right? I'm sure he's going to intervene in this, right? Here are the key provisions of the bill was signed into law on Monday by President Urari, right, Museveni, right, death penalty for the offense of aggravated homosexuality, which includes transmitting terminal illness like HIV, AIDS through gay sex and having same-sex relations with a person with disability, right? Life imprisonment for certain offense involving same-sex intercourse, 20 years sentence for promotion of homosexuality, and up to 10 years for attempting to commit same-sex act, right? Let me read that first top again. Life imprisonment for certain offense involving same-sex intercourse, 20 years sentence, man. All right? Really, you know, to avoid all the sentencing, just put a bullet in their head or just chop their head with the colors. You know, that's the righteous act, right? Because two men lying together, they're supposed to be put to death, right? Prohibit any form of sexual relationship. I'm on the second paragraph between persons of the same sex and the promotion or recognition of the sexual relations between persons of the same sex. Bans, right? Bans same-sex marriages. A child convicted of an offense involving same-sex relations can be imprisoned for a period not exceeding 3 years. All right, so these are the laws that the president of Uganda signed, right? Any legal entities such as media and non-governmental organization that knowingly promotes homosexuality will incur a fine and potential suspension, right? Good. False or misleading accusation of homosexuality to carry a sentence of 1 year in prison, right? So these are the laws that have been passed by that man right there. Well, that's not him. That's not Salakia. That's something else. Salakia. All right. So yes, this is the next article. Uganda anti-LGBTQ law, one of the harshest in the world. Explain. Right. One of the harshest law explained. Uganda this week passed a bill that calls for openly gay members of LGBTQ community to punish with life imprisonment. All praises, all praises. Here comes President Biden, right? President Biden, President Biden led international condemnation, calling the new law the latest development in the alarming trend of human rights abuse. Are you serious? Human rights abuse and corruption in Uganda? Really? That's a righteous act, right? The president of Uganda, you know, trying to bring some morality into his country, man, right? Not to get corrupt like the way America is, man. All right. The Anti-Homosexual Act was passed by Parliament in Kampala, right, in April, was signed into law on Monday by President Yoweri Museveni. Forgive me, I'm butchering the name. Despite widespread opposition from world leaders of human rights activity, Museveni signing of anti-homosexuality bill is a serious blow to multiple fundamentals right, including the right to the freedom of expression and association, right, privacy, equality, and non-discrimination. Yeah, whatever, man, whatever, right? I'm for this bill. I'm down with this bill, right? Uh, really and truly, they're supposed to be executed right here. This is Leviticus 20, verse 13. If a man has sexual relationship with another man, they have done a disgusting thing, and both shall be put to death. They are responsible for their own death. Right, right, right. It wasn't created, it wasn't designed that way. Right? It was designed for man and woman to be together. Right? It wasn't designed for Tom and Bob to be together, man. That's wicked. That's wicked. Right? Let's go to Amplified version. Just in case some of y'all don't understand. If a man lies intimately with a male as if he were a woman, both men have committed a detestable, right, perverse, unnatural act. They shall most certainly be put to death. Their blood is on them. Ooh. And that's an amplified version, right? Do you understand the word that's coming out my mouth? Both of them should be put to death, man. Thus says Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I'm just giving you a couple versions, right? It said, if a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Right? Okay. So that's why Joe Biden's going to intervene, because they don't uphold the law in America, man. Everything is wicked in America. They got lesbianism in middle school, man. That's how bad it's getting out here. Right? Elementary. Oh, they really pushing elementary. Right? How? Through their children books, right? Sally and Becky walking in the park, such and such, right? So they really hitting the young children, man. That's what they really doing. They grooming them, man. Right? Now they got that non-binary where you don't have to reveal your agenda. You don't have to reveal your agenda. But guess what? That's backfiring on them, because now transgender is getting into women's sports. And the transgender, right? The man that's acting like a woman is beating all the women. But now the women want to protest. This ain't right. This ain't right. It wasn't right from the very beginning. You should have been protesting about this long time ago. And that is now it's coming into your sports. And that's affecting your sports. Right? Which is, it is wrong. Men, right? That playing as a woman or acting like a woman should not be involved in women's sports, right? There's two hormones that male and female has, right? The male has what? Testosterone, right? And the woman has estrogen, right? Testosterone would dominate estrogen any damn day, man. Any damn day, right? So why have two genders in the same sports, right? That's caused confusion, right? And the word Babylon goes back to a word called Babel, which means a land of confusion, right? So now men, just imagine Tyson with a wig. He say, you know what? I'm a woman now. Just imagine Mike Tyson in the ring with the wig. Yeah, He's going to knock each and every one of them out, right? So, yeah, it's wrong, right? It's wrong. But now, and that's good for y'all women, too, because y'all was over there for LGBT community. Y'all was down for that. But now it's into your sports. Now you said, no, it's wrong. Men should be with men. Women should be with women. Yes. Right? Now it's backfiring on y'all, man. All right. All right. So you got the hint on this precept right here. All right. This is got some videos over here. Let's take a look at them real quick. See what it's about.
21-year-old Shamim Priti, not her real name, has taken shelter in this Kampala's safe space for the past 3 years. She says her mother kicked her out of her home when Shamim was 16 and called the police because she is transgender.
When they took me to the police, my mother was there waiting for me. They really mistreated me. There was an officer who was very homophobic. He got a hold of me and beat me up. He called in the media, and in front of the press, they took my clothes off.
LGBT support group Icebreakers Uganda set up the safe house in 2012, just 1 year before lawmakers voted to increase the punishment for homosexuality from life in prison to death. Under Western pressure, Uganda in 2014 overturned the Anti-Homosexuality Act, but gay sex remains illegal, and members of the LGBT community are routinely harassed and shunned in a country where many revile homosexuality.
Evicting you don't have anywhere to go. You don't have money for rent.
Who gives a fuck?
You don't have what? So we offer space here, usually for 1 month, so that you go back on your feet as you look for money to go and rent somewhere else.
Earlier this month, Uganda's ethics minister announced the bill would be reintroduced, raising fears of renewed attacks on the gay community.
Already, most people do not have homes.
I'm done hearing this, man. Let me see what's the next video.
Yeah, Madison, they have been married for 7 years, and they say they have never experienced anything like this. They've never felt such discrimination or fear for their safety. They say a fast food run quickly turned into a hate-filled encounter.
Disbelief over how fast an order mix-up escalated to anti-gay slurs. Romero and Leo Mendez say on July 24th, a Salida Burger King worker called them anti-gay slurs. The couple say they had asked for a refund. They pre-ordered food for their 2-year-old, but when they drove through to pick it up with a confirmation email in hand, the workers told them they were closed. Though harmful and hurtful, name-calling falls under protected speech, considered a hate incident. But the Stanislaus Sheriff's Office says there was enough evidence for deputies to forward the case to the District Attorney's Office to investigate this as a potential misdemeanor hate crime because the couple felt...
And most likely this little young boy is going to love men, right? Because it's two homos, right? Flaming fairies raising up a male child, right? So what is a male child likely to be? Hey, about 80%. He's going to be a flaming fairy. This world is all messed up, man. So we need Yahweh B'Shem Yashah. We need redemption, man. We really do. We really do, man. Right? And these two cats are Israelites. They're from the Northern Kingdom, man. They're from the Northern Kingdom. They're Israelites, right? And this is the agenda of the elites, right? To turn our men and women out, man. Right? And get the youth, right? This is their agenda, right? So-called white men really got to be put to death, man. He got to be put to death. This is sickening, man.
physically threatened.
I wasn't only discriminated, but my life could have been jeopardized.
The couple says the worker...
Man, whatever, man. So you know these motherfuckers going to have a lawsuit against Burger King, and guess what? They're going to win. Guess what? They're going to win, all right? All right. Anyway, got a precept real quick. Right, precepts, right? The exchange, this is Romans 1 Salakia, Romans 1:25 through 32, GNT. They exchange the truth about Yahweh for a lie. They worship and serve what Yahweh has created instead of the Creator himself, who is to be praised forever, Salah. Because they do this, Yahweh has given them over. Yahweh has given them over to a shameful passion. Even the woman pervert the natural use of their sex by unnatural acts. In the same way, the men give up natural sexual relations with women and burn with passion for each other, right? Isn't these two idiots right here? Isn't a burning passion for each other? These two idiots right here, these two abominable, right, idiots right here, right? They burning passion for each other, man. So the Most High gotta destroy these two idiots, and most likely this child too, right? It said, in the same way, the men give up a natural sexual relations with women. Forget the women now. You know what I'm saying? Now they homos, right? With men and burn with passion for each other. Men do shameful things with each other. And as a result, they bring up themselves the punishment they deserve for their wrongdoing, right? So punishment is around the corner. There was already torment. They've been tormented by employees of Burger King, quoting them different slurs and so on, right? Right? Because those people refuse to keep in mind the true knowledge about Yahweh. He has given them over to corrupt minds, right? So that they do the things that they should not do, right? They are filled with all kinds of wickedness, evil, greed, and vice. They are full of jealousy, murder, fighting, deceit, and malice. They gossip and speak evil of one another, right? They are hateful to Yahweh, insolent, right? Proud and boastful. They think of more ways to do evil. They disobey their parents, right? They have no conscience. They do not keep their promises, and they show no kindness or pity for others. They know that Yahweh law says that people who live in this way deserve death. Well, they deserve death. Well, they deserve death. Yet, not only do they continue to do these very things, but they even approve of others who do them, right? So they approve of them who do others, man, right? But they even approve of others who do them. Yeah, you might not be a flaming fairy, but guess what? A lot of y'all is protesting with these fairies and saying, leave them alone. They love each other. The Most High gonna put you to death too, right? So going back to what Uganda anti-LGBTQ Act provides, number one, this is the law that he passed out, right? It was passed on, he signed it. He signed it, the law, President, was that Museveni, right? Avini, on May 29th. One person convicted of aggravated homosexual is death, right? That's good. Two, person who commits the offense of homosexuality, 20 years, right? Three, person convicted of promotion of homosexuality, 20 years. Person recruit children into homosexuality, 20 years. So if these two idiots was in Uganda, they would get 20 years, man, because they promoting it. They promoting it to who? They child right here, this kid in the middle. He's so innocent. They probably promoted to their nephews, their brothers, their uncles. That's what they doing. So if they was in Uganda, they would get 20 years. But the Most High got special death for these two clowns right here, man. Right? Right? So let's go to 5. Person who has committed the attempted aggravated homosexuality is 14 years. Person who has been convicted of attempt homosexuality is 10 years. The owners of the premises that promote homosexuality is 10 years. A child found guilty of homosexuality is 3 years. Right? It's a media house of the published material that promote homosexuality, fined $1 billion, right? And license revoked for 10 years. And that's the law in Uganda. I wish that law was here, but hey, the Most High said this place is Babylon. This is the land of confusion. The Most High got missiles for this place, man. The Most High got missiles for this place, man. Right? This place gots to go. Gots to go. All right. So let me see what's going on here. All right. Close out some of these tabs. Right? It said being gay is not the crime. Homophobia is the true crime. President Museveni do not sign the homosexuality bill. He signed it, right? He signed it. He signed it, right? It's awesome. Hey, man, kudos to you, man. And how about them other little countries and Caribbean islands will follow suit? I hope they will follow suit, man, right? I hope they will follow suit. So now, this is 1 Corinthians 6, verse 9. This is the NIV. The NIV. Oh, do you not know that the wrongdoers will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Do not be deceived. Neither sexual, immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who have sex with men. This is not going to inherit the kingdom, man. Yahweh said it. Men lying with men, and also this applies to y'all women too. And women sleeping with one another, Yah will not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, man. Thus says Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Right? Footnote, 1 Corinthians 6:9. The word men who have sex with men translated two Greek words that refer to the passive and active participant in homosexuality acts. Right? The giver and the receiver. Both of y'all not going to inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, and both of y'all going to be put to death. Thus says Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Can't stand y'all. Oh my God. Let me contain my emotions right now. Let me contain my emotions right now, man. Right? So, hey, this is an update on the anti-gay bill signed by Uganda president. Right? All praises. Beautiful bill, man. Beautiful bill. All right? Death to America, death to Esau, death to the 2/3 and the heathens, and death to these flaming fairies, man. Death to these flaming fairies. I'll see you on the next video. All right, shalom. Shalom, braka.